Yes, I justify. I'm disappointed because he have huge chances and big chances to score in the first half. I was talking with Javier Zanetti now, that is a very good friend of mine, and said, okay, if he scored in the first half, maybe we are talking about different game. And of course, yes, he needs to build like the team, his confidence, but I am so happy with the effort and the attitude is massive. Only need time to start to feel the net again.
There was an unordinary minute in the primary half at San Siro on Tuesday night. With the score 0-0, the sky still dark blue over the stand, the diversion still to take its unequivocal shape, Mousa Dembélé burst the ball. Radja Nainggolan will guarantee a help on this. The two men went into a slide handle with full power. As they reached all the while there was a profound blasting clamor, similar to the sound of a noteworthy World War II ammo dump detonating 50 miles away. For what it's worth, Dembélé pretty much won the ball, though to the detriment of the ball's great well-being. Nainggolan punted it off the pitch with a look of abhorrence. The diversion hurried on. Also, thinking back on Tottenham's strangely mannered thrashing, it felt like an indication of this current group's best characteristics of the previous two seasons. POC period Spurs have regularly been wounding adversaries, a group of impacts, continually approaching. Dembélé himself kept running over and through the midfields of Juventus and Real Madrid in their best exhibitions in a year ago's Champions League, approaching over the center of the pitch like an avenging Wookiee, though an avenging Wookiee with the feet of a traditional dancer. Something has changed this season. The outfitting has been modified a bit. In the most recent week, the most striking piece of both the 2-1 crush at San Siro and the 2-1 vanquish by Liverpool at Wembley is to what extent Spurs have spent working to an alternate mood, keeping the ball in various territories. Indeed, it's an ideal opportunity to discuss playing out from the back. Get up and go. Guardiola's bosses have demonstrated the advantages of building up this style, of working space toward one side of the pitch by drawing a rival out, of keeping the ball as opposed to kicking it away and nourishing a rival's qualities.
At the point when City were figuring out how to play along these lines 2 years prior, Guardiola needed to protect it, to make talks about being daring, about the stones of John Stones. In triumph, a sort of mimesis has started. Different directors have looked to bring the advantages of profound ownership play. Players have been willing to take it on. Supporters have been tolerant. As so regularly, this is an issue of timing and of execution. As opposed to being an emergency after 3 straight annihilations, as opposed to Mauricio Pochettino losing his enchantment, or the players all at the same time going into disrepair, which could conceivably be the situation to fluctuating degrees. Maybe Tottenham are additionally having a go at something new, and encountering a few hindrances. Pochettino has frequently talked about finding distinctive methods for playing, calling attention to that all the best groups do this. The dairy animals and prepare illustration caused a level of confusion, however it appeared like a decent relationship on the page, an anecdote about adapting new things. Maybe he was discussing players attempting to grow their own particular range. 5 times in the principal half at San Siro, the back 5 made a nervous endeavor to play the ball out instead of clear it in a couple of longer passes. They nearly went behind after Jan Vertonghen had given away an unnecessary toss attempting to spill out of the left-back region like a general store marked Gareth Bale. Michel Vorm specifically has appeared to have the ball at his feet excessively regularly for a player whose feet are not exactness instruments. At San Siro he had 17, a larger number of contacts than Samir Handanovic. Against Internazionale and Liverpool consolidated, Vorm had 105 contacts, to 78 for his restriction goalkeepers, one of whom, Liverpool's Alisson, is in reality great at this stuff.
Entombed had probably been viewing. In Milan, Luciano Spalletti's group squeezed high up the pitch, ideal from the begin, persuaded they could bother Tottenham. Regularly, Mauro Icardi wound up remaining in the 6-yard box while Vertonghen endeavored a hair-raisingly complex passing triangle by the corner. Hale changed all of a sudden into the Belgian Xavi. Davinson Sanchez is a decent safeguard, yet he has likewise been effectively focused by Jose Mourinho as a feeble call attention to the ball out. Against Inter, Sanchez demonstrated the exactness of Mourinho's gimlet eye, gaining himself a booking in the wake of punting the ball in a frenzy over the substance of his own region. There are two focuses worth making about this. Right off the bat, for what reason do it by any stretch of the imagination? What's more, besides, should it be possible somewhat better? On the first of these, it is anything but difficult to bring up that going from the back has not so far been a characterizing nature of this cutting-edge Spurs. In the 3-1 annihilation of Real Madrid a year ago, Sanchez and Vertonghen had 92 contacts to 150 for Sergio Ramos and Nacho. This is the place that Spurs group needed the amusement to be played, most joyful snapping and squeezing and taking the ball in those assaulting regions. In any case, Pochettino will have his explanations behind playing like this too now and again. Change, and new things, are regularly great. You can't simply go out and endeavor to blast the ball. Goats are missing two essential components, be that as it may. Right off the bat, Hugo Lloris, who is a fantastic passer, long and short, with simple in his conveyance. With Lloris, Spurs play like this normally now and again. Lloris has an astounding toss. He can ping it hard and level to the midway line. Goats haven't appeared to get written in so effectively. The other non-appearance is Harry Kane, or rather the Kane that keeps running in behind protectors. The purpose of playing out from the back in the cutting-edge style, the key fundamental of fannying about Theory 1.0, is that it attracts adversaries and makes them defenseless once you move beyond the press. This requires speed and sharp development in assault. Goats didn't have these things in Milan. With Kane playing back to objective down the middle, there were less sprinters, less alternatives for a pass, less dread of being turned in that Inter backline. So the benefit of profound ownership is lost, leaving just the dangers. Will they stay with this methodology? Dele Alli's absence of wellness has been a hindrance here, as has Son Heung-min's non-appearance. Both give astounding development. Both ought to be up to full speed again soon. After 3 thrashings, Spurs urgently require an outcome at Brighton on Saturday. However, the style and tone of the execution may be similarly as fascinating.